How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Main Brew Guy YouTube channel. Today, I already filmed one video for you guys, which I'm going to post before this one. Just a little update. I finally got my power back. Woo! So now, for the day that I've been waiting for a while. So in the past video, the one I just did, I was telling you guys that each time I've gone to do this update for my beer that I brewed, the blackberry one, somebody has wanted to try it. So at that point, I'm like, all right, screw it. I'll put another one in the fridge. So I'm finally getting to making an update. So it was 2 weeks bottled, or 2 weeks conditioned on Friday. It's Wednesday now. And over the weekend, I planned on doing this video, but I ended up having people over for the Patriots game, and the Patriots won, of course. But so I was going to do that, and I ended up having a bunch of people try it, and they loved it. So I'm going to show you guys now. In the middle of the video, I'm just going to take a quick picture for Instagram. So let's get her popped open. Woo, that was a nice hiss. Just got the water in the glass from So that, for all of you, is my beer. No label. There's definitely a bunch of sugar in the bottom. So if any of you can comment and let me know how to... I want to increase carbonation level without adding more sugar, because the sugar just stays at the bottom. And I don't really like that. So, yeah, so we're going to take a picture of this real quick. And, whoo. Get the camera in there. Alright, well, you guys just were a part of my Instagram picture, so thank you. Even though it's not really you guys, but whatever. So, first, color. That is a beautiful color, by the way. Light amber. Not light amber, dark amber. And kind of hazy. I used a Warflock tab on this beer. That was the first time I've ever used it, and it's still relatively hazy. I didn't dry hop it or anything, so I'm still getting my system down. This is only my second brew. My first one, just to recap, mango IPA, had a bacteria infection. So then this was the second one, and I just kind of spur the moment. It was an experimental beer that I had done in Beersmith. There's a category for experimental beer. So I did that, kind of just put in the grain that like I had wanted to try or use, some Pilsner, 2-row, some wheat, I believe. Not flaked wheat, just regular wheat. And then, yeah, so then I decided, literally the day before bottling day, decided to use blackberry flavoring in it. Well, I'm happy I did, because, man, that smells delicious. A lot of people I'm friends with aren't big on IPAs or double IPAs like I am. There's quite a few people, like my girlfriend, my dad, one of my buddies really likes the like almost fruity type beer where you don't get much bitterness at all. And I can tell you that this is very, very sweet. Not to the point of over sweetness. I could drink probably 100 of these and not get tired of it. I just love blackberry that much, and I don't know if I'm being impartial. Everybody that I've had try it, I said, hey, make sure you give me your honest opinion on it. And everybody's actually liked it. I don't know if they're doing it just to kind of make me feel better about it, but they really, really did enjoy it. So I would like to send this out if possible. Maybe I got to bring some beers home for my buddies. They each get 2. My dad wants to try the updated version, and so does my stepmom, or dad's girlfriend, but I call her my stepmom. But then also my mom and her husband want to try it. So I'm going to bring probably like a case home, maybe 8 beers. So that means I'll have as right now, I had 48 minus 8, so that should leave me with 40. Well, I only have like 10 left. So that should tell you how it's gone. But let's go into the smell. Right off the bat, blackberry. Straight up blackberry, no bitterness, no maltiness. Just a nice blackberry aroma coming off of it. Interesting. So I've tried this at various stages of the conditioning process. The longer it sits, the more type of bready note I'm getting from the maltiness, or vice versa. But I'm getting definitely a more bready note this time. But the blackberry is very prominent, and you barely get any bitterness. I mean, it's really drinkable. For this type of beer, I actually feel like the carbonation level is exactly where I want it to be. Man, that's... I want to try and get the head a little bit different. I know using flaked wheat, you can get more of a head off of it. If anybody knows any other ways to increase your head retention on a beer and make it last longer, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, because I already used wheat in this one, and I know it wasn't flaked wheat, but I'm still, like, I don't understand why it's not... I mean, this has barely a head. It just has a ring around it. And I feel like it could be better if it had a head to it. That is so drinkable. That is crazy. So when I check the gravities, from going with the starting one, the original gravity, and then to the final gravity, it's sitting at like a, I think it was like a 5.6. No. Yeah, 5.6 or 5.7. I don't know how to check it once it's fully done. If you guys know how, please let me know. Like I said, I'm still very new to this. And this is my second brew. And I am totally happy with it. Excuse me. There are some things I would change. I would probably dial back the blackberry flavor just a tad. But other than that, I mean, I love the color. It's a lot darker than I thought, and so I've thought of a few names called like Bizarre Blackberry, Amber Ale, or Pale Ale. Just Blackberry or Bizarre Berry Ale. I don't know, something. You help me figure out a name. But I'm definitely going to be brewing this again, because there's a few things I want to change, but there's also not a lot of stuff I want to change, because of it's very drinkable, and it's a very refreshing type of beer. I mean, you drink it, I mean, goes down great. You get that blackberry flavor, you get a little bit of carbonation, and then the maltiness hits, and it's just very slight, but you get a lot of blackberry flavor left over. And I love it. I would love to send this to people. So if you watch this and you're a beer reviewer or just an avid beer drinker, I would love to get your opinion on this. Yeah, I am really happy with that. I was so discouraged after the first one. Having to dump it out, getting the bacteria infection. And it wasn't ideal. I have noticed on this past brew, so we're gonna, now that I kind of reviewed this and gave you guys an update on this, I'm gonna kind of move on to what I'm gonna be up to recently, or what I've been up to recently and what I'm going to be doing. So I noticed the last brew day that my wort chiller does not work worth shit. I just feel like it has too small of coils, or the coils are too close together. Because when I hook it up to the same, I think it's in 3/8 piping. Maybe I mean that's the tube that goes on top of it, at least the plastic one. Something just blew out outside. That was weird. I'm gonna go check that real quick. Hold on. Freaking squirrels. Hate them. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna make. My dad does like home building and stuff, and so if he had, I'm gonna try and make my own wort chiller. I'm gonna try and sell this one just because it doesn't work. It took me 3 hours to chill down my wort the other day, and I don't think it should take that long. For one, I think spreading out the spacing between the copper coils is going to be key because it can allow stuff to hit every side of it instead of just like mine is literally compact. I'll show you guys actually. So that's mine. It's so small, and so I feel like there. I feel like it's way too. It doesn't have enough surface area to get everything I wanted. So, yeah, so I'm gonna try and make one. I have a cool design in mind, and it's probably gonna take quite a bit of copper tubing, but I think it could really, really chill the wort really well. So I'm gonna try and make that, and if I can make it and it works good, I'm going to start selling them too, because a lot of home brewers come up with different ways to make their stuff better, and I just, after brewing with that, there's no way I'm going to use that on another brew. I'm going to try and sell it right off just because it was like $45, and I mean, the first time I used it, it blew off and squirted hot water in my face. Second time I used it, it kind of worked, but it took like 2 hours. But I was also using an ice bath. The third time, which was this last brew, I didn't use an ice bath. I didn't have ice. And so I just put the wort chiller in it and let it do its thing. And it was pushing like 3.5 hours, which is not good. So I'm actually curious if this one's going to get an infection. Wow, that was weird. Fermentation just like started back up again. Man, this thing is like super cold, but I'm surprised. It's only been like a day and fermentation stopped on it. So like if you guys can comment, let me know maybe what's going on. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a new wort chiller. I'm gonna sell this one, and we're gonna see how it goes. And after that, I think at this point, the next actual brew day I'm going to do is going to be with a couple of my buddies from home. I'm going to bring my brew stuff home during Christmas break. I have about a month home, and we're going to brew. And so, yeah, that'll definitely be posted, but I just noticed my camera's running out of battery. I'm going to wrap this up. This beer is delicious. If you guys want me to send it to you, let me know. I'm going to try it again. Yeah. Oh, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. It definitely helps me out quite a bit, and I really, really appreciate it. Cheers, everybody.